Hello sports fans and welcome to this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host Anthony Juarez and today I'm sitting down with women's track star Ashley Reid. Thank you for joining me today, Ashley.
No problem.
So you're a freshman out of Olathe East, about midway through this outdoor track season. In your eyes, how's it gone so far?
It's going really good. I like it. I like being a Cavalier.
Like I said, from Olathe East, what's it like playing so close to home to where your family and your friends can still come out and watch you every meet?
It's really great because they are able to still come support us on the meets that are close, and a lot of the track and field athletes are on the team, so it's really cool. It's like home.
From Olathe East, you have a lot of teammates from Olathe East, but also from Olathe North and other close schools. What's it like playing with not only some of your high school teammates, but some of your high school rivals?
It's cool, I guess. We're all Cavaliers, so, go Cavs, but, OE pride is still there in the hearts.
How many teammates did you from opposing schools do you remember from high school that are now on your Cavalier team?
There's a few that actually, and one of them, because Olathe East is just so cool, transferred from Olathe Northwest to Olathe East. It was probably the best decision he ever could have made. So, there's a few, but mainly Olathe East because we just know where it's at.
Well, like you said, obviously you guys are all the Cavaliers now, but how much do you still talk about that different high school pride?
Probably way more than we should, being that we're in college now, but not too much. Like, we mesh well as a team, so really you don't see, like, if you were to come to our practices, you wouldn't see, like, Olathe East, Topeka, like, you just see a whole bunch of goofballs having fun, so it's pretty cool.
So back to now, you participate in 4 different events, the long jump, triple jump, high jump, and then the 4x1. What's it like going into each meet knowing that you have to focus on 4 events, not just 1 or 2?
Well, Coach Balliner tells me to focus at one at a time, so I try to do that one at a time. But I like competing in track, so I like doing it, keeping me busy instead of just sitting and watching. I like participating, so I like it.
With each event, how do you prepare before each event?
Outside of like our warm-ups, I get my tunes going, get my music, get the vibe, a couple girls on the team, you start dancing, just being really loose, getting all that nervous energy out, just vibe it.
Obviously, jumping and running are 2 separate things. What are the different ways you warm up for jumping compared to running the 4x1?
Normally the 4x1 comes in between me competing and one of the jumping events. So for like the 4x1, really, like, my adrenaline's already going, like, I'm warm, I'm ready to go. Like, then with our high jump or like triple jump or long jump, outside of the ones running into the sand, into the dirt, I just make sure I'm really warm and loose and, not nervous and, kind of isolate myself from the rest of the competition and just, focus on what I'm about to do. So,
out of the 4 events that you participate in, what's your favorite?
Well, as far as on the track goes, I like the 4x1 because that's like a team event and like it's something everyone's always watching. It's like really hype and everything. And then for the field events, I have to say high jump, one, because it's not in the sand, like I was saying earlier, like it just don't like the sand, but high jump, I've been doing it the longest, so I'm the most comfortable with it, so I like that.
What's the fear of the sand? What's that all about?
Oh my goodness. You're there all day long and you travel on a bus for like minimal, like 2 hours, and I'm there all day, I'm hot, I'm sore, and it's just like, just imagine like sandpaper just scraping you like all day long under your little unitard uniform. I just don't like it. It just sticks to me like, I don't know. I just don't like it. It's a weird feeling.
Well, going back to your preparation, what sort of superstitions do you personally have?
One thing that our 4x1 has always done, and we kind of carried this from high school, is like we'll say a little prayer before our race, and we all have to kiss the baton, and no one drops the baton, and no one else uses our baton. So we keep it all year long. We kiss it like you take care of the baton, it'll take care of you.
You just got back in the last few weeks from the Missouri relays, and you're about to go to the Kansas relays. What's it like being from a community college, being able to go to these big Division I schools and participate in their events?
Oh, I love it. I love the crowds and just the exposure to like Division 1 athletes. I mean, not saying that there's not Division 1 athletes, going to JUCOs, but like you just see a lot of like All-Americans and a lot of people doing some great things, and it's just fun and a lot of socializing. A lot of great times being hit. It just reminds you of like why you love track and field. It's like great meets to go to.
How important are those meets at the big Division 1 schools? How important are they to tell you whether or not you can go on to the next level and maybe run at a Division 1 school after you're completed here at JCCC?
Like honestly, in my opinion, I think about it like even if you're not hitting the Division 1 times, like there's some great athletes that you're competing with, and they might be in like another level than you. I say if you can handle that pressure and handle being around the elite of track and field athletes and still do your best and still do you, then you're ready to like go anywhere, because that's pretty much what any coach wants. D1 JUCO levels, like they just want a consistent athlete, someone who they know will do what they're supposed to do. So
upcoming later next month, May 5th through the 7th is your regional and conference championship, and then the 19th through the 21st is your national championship, with the regional and the conference being in Coffeyville, and then the national championship being in Hutchinson. How ready are you guys as a team, and then also you personally for the postseason?
As a team, I think that we're like really prepared. Like this outdoor season has shown a lot. We've shown a lot of improvement. Like just last week at Wichita State, a lot of our distance people were PRing. Like I PR'd in long jump. Like a lot of our team was doing really good things. I think we're more ready now than ever to do our best. And get some points and do better. And as far as me personally goes, I just don't want to get beat. So that's my goal, is just not to get beat and to do my best. So that's PRing to do it, then that's what I'm going to do,
With the conference and regional being in Coffeyville and then the national championship being in Hutchinson, not too far away, how important is it for you personally and then your team to have some support going into these different tournaments?
It's really important. So a lot of people don't like to watch track and field, but whatever. It's really fun, and it's the only sport really where you can socialize with the athletes in between events. Like I don't see you going down and shaking, Dwayne Wade's hand in between the game, or sitting down talking with them, eating a sandwich. So it's really fun, and so we love the support, and it's a fun time. Like that's why I still do it. That's why a lot of people still do it, and that's why we still have these national meets, is because it's just great.
So finally, your last question to end it up here. Going into these different tournaments, what is your expectation personally and for a team of what you're going to finish at the end of the season?
My expectation is that we do better than we did indoor. So I know that we can, and we didn't even do bad at indoor, like with our indoor season, but I know that we can do better. So as long as everyone does their best, including myself, like that's the only expectation I have, is for everyone to go out there, do their best, and have fun too.
All right, well, once again, thank you for Ashley Reid for joining us today on the Cavalier Sports Report. Make sure you tune into future shows for All Sports Cavalier. I'm your host, Anthony Juarez, and thank you for joining us.
All right.
Thank you. Good job. It was fun, and good luck.
Thank you.